Good morning, children. Welcome back to English online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. How are you all doing, children? How was your puja holidays? I hope you all are doing great and staying safe at home. Yes? So shall we start our today's session? Yes. We will give break to our grammar lessons, and today we will start a new lesson from our enlightened text. Lesson 5, The Bishop's Candlesticks. So, before moving to the story, let's have some details about our writer Victor Hugo. The Bishop's Candlesticks is written by a French writer, Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo is a French writer. He is a poet, he is a dramatist, and he is also a novelist. He is best known for his poems in his own country, France. Whereas for the rest of the world, he is famous for his two novels, The Hunchback of Notre Dame and also Les Miserables. Les Miserables is a story of a convict who turns to be an honest man at a later time. So let's move to our story now. The Bishop's Candlesticks. Bishop's Candlesticks is adapted from his famous novel Les Miserables. It is an extract or is a part of his famous novel Les Miserables. Even though Les Miserables is a novel, our story, The Bishop's Candlesticks, is presented in the form of a drama. What do you mean by a drama? A drama is a type of a story that is acted out before the audience. There will be an audience to watch a drama that is enacted on a stage. Now, let's move to our story, The Bishop's Candlesticks. Who is a bishop? A bishop is a Christian priest who has a control of all the churches in a particular area and who holds high position in the church. And what do you mean by candlesticks? Candlesticks are the objects that holds the candles. Now let's see which are the characters in our drama, The Bishop's Candlesticks. We have a narrator. Who is a narrator? Narrator is a person who tells the story. We have our bishop. Our bishop is the main character in this drama. Then we have bishop's sister. We have the opposing character or the villain, Jean Valjean. We have a policeman and two soldiers. So these are the characters in our story, The Bishop's Candlesticks. Let's move to our story. Our story takes place in winter season. It is winter season and it is evening time. So the opening scene, in the opening scene you can see that our bishop is reading in his peaceful room. He is a kind old man. So while he was reading in his room, someone opens the door with force. So when he looks at the door, he sees a stranger. That stranger is Jean Valjean. He is coarse. Coarse means he is very rough in nature. His behavior is so rough without any softness. And he seems about 45 years old. He also has wild look in his eyes. So when the bishop sees the stranger, he asks him, how can he help him? The stranger replies that he is a convict and he is released from jail 4 days ago. And he has walked many miles in search of food and water, and he was not provided food or water by any of the innkeepers. Innkeepers are the persons who run the inns. So the innkeepers are the persons who are in charge of inns. Inns is a small hotels. So no innkeeper allowed him to take rest in their inns, or no, they provided any food to him, because they understood that he is a convict and they were frightened of him. So no one provided him any food or shelter. So he was in search of food and shelter. Just then he stepped into our bishop's house. So the bishop told him to take a seat and warm himself before the fireplace. You know that in Western countries it's so cool that in most of the houses there will be fireplaces. So the bishop requested him to have or to warm himself before the fireplace. But the man told that I am a convict and I am starving. Starving means he is suffering from hunger due to lack of food. He is so hungry and he needs some food. So he was demanding for food to the bishop. So the bishop called to his sister and told his sister to serve food. To this, our convict, Jean Valjean, he replies that he is a convict, he is not a guest, to share meals with them. So he told that I have been treated so badly ever since I was in jail. No one behaved so politely to me. So he was surprised by the pleasant behavior of this bishop. He was surprised by the hospitality given by the bishop. Such a warm reception given by the bishop. He was so surprised and shocked because no one behaved in such a manner. No one was so kind to him. So this man told that I am not your guest to treat me so kindly. I am a convict, so could I sleep in your stable? Stable means it is a house where the horses live. It is a place where the horses are kept. So could I sleep in your stable? So the bishop told to his sister to put some clean bed sheets on the bed so that Jean Valjean can take some rest. So he was again surprised, and he also told to his sister, the bishop also told to his sister to bring the candlesticks and to light the candles. The bishop's sister brought 6 silver plates, and she also brought the silver candlesticks and lighted the candles. She served food to the convict, and she also served food to her brother. They all had dinner. Jean Valjean was not following any type of table manners. He was not using knife or fork. Instead, he was tearing his bread with a finger and he pushes it into his mouth. And he was having the soup with gulps. He was swallowing the soup. He was not sipping his soup. Instead, he was swallowing his soup. Then, after having the dinner, the bishop took him to the bedroom. He is seeing the clean bed after many years. As soon as he got into the clean bed, he fell asleep. There ends our scene 1 when Jean Valjean went off to sleep. The scene 1 takes place in the evening and the scene 2 takes place at night. So in the scene 2, we can see that our guest, Jean Valjean, he wakes up from his sleep. He had been sleeping for 4 hours. After that, he was not feeling sleepy anymore, so he was thinking about the 6 silver plates. He thought that he will steal those 6 silver plates and he will sell it in Paris. So when he sell it in Paris, he could gather a huge amount of money and he can set up his own business. He would become a wealthy man, a rich man. Then he won't have to wander about in search of food or water. He will not have to go in search of food and water. So what did he do? He quietly slipped into the dining room and he took away all the silver plates and put it in his bag and he left the house. So there ends our scene 2. The scene 3 takes place in next morning. So the bishop was having his usual walk in the garden. Just then his sister came running and she was crying. She told that both the convict Jean Valjean and their 6 silver plates are missing. So the bishop said to his sister so calmly that, "Sister, don't worry about that 6 silver plates. We are here to serve the poor and needy. Okay, so don't bother about those silver plates." There ends the scene 3. Now let's move to scene 4. The last scene, scene 4. In scene 4, we can see that the bishop and his sister was having breakfast. Just then someone knocked at the door. It was a policeman with 2 soldiers and they have brought Jean Valjean with them. The policeman told the bishop that they found him in the woods in the forest, and when they searched his bag they could find 6 silver plates. And they told that they could identify that these 6 silver plates belonged to the bishop. That's why they brought him to the bishop's house. And they told that, and the policeman told that he is a thief. To this, our priest or our bishop replied that he is not a thief. He is my friend. I have gifted him the silver plates. He has not stolen them. And the bishop also asked to Jean Valjean that why didn't he take even the silver candlesticks with them? Why did he take only the silver plates? Why didn't he take silver candles along with him? And when the policeman heard all this, they sought his permission to leave the house. The bishop thanked the policeman and the policeman left the house. When the policeman left, the bishop told to Jean Valjean, "You can take the silver candlestick and you can go anywhere you like." When Jean Valjean heard all this, he felt so sad and he felt so guilty and tears were rolling down his cheeks. He really felt sorry for what he had did. So he told to the bishop that he has become a man again, and he also requested the bishop to bless him with goodness. He should have his blessings. So the bishop replied that you no longer belong to the evil but to the good. Evil means the bad things. You no longer is a bad person, you are now a good person. So you have to use these silver materials, both the candlesticks and the silver plates, for your own good. You have to be an honest man. You had to lead an honest life. You had to stop all these criminal deeds and you had to lead an honest life. With this advice ends our story, The Bishop's Candlesticks. So children, what is the moral that you received from this story? That you have to do what is right and you have to help the needy or poor. I hope you understood the story clearly. So take down the notes that are attached. Do read the notes. Do attempt the test. So that's all for today. Let's wind up the session. See you in the next class.